There, you did all that nasty, freaky mess.
Instagram got them caught up, and they were able to use their Instagram to figure out who they were, where they were that night, what they had on, to find the evidence that they used against them, and where they were hiding out.
They don't care.
I ultimately want to know why they did it. I was thinking about Chris about another video y'all feeling today. They got this threesome gone wrong, turned into a murder in 4K. Yo, bro, here trying to get him some. He trying to have most ninjas fantasy of having 3 lovely little wannabes all upon his little Johnson. Bet you feel me? I subscribe by like my content like this, man. All right to it.
Video the 8 News Now investigators obtained shows 25-year-old Brian Altamirano Solano walking hand-in-hand with Erica Covington and Ariana Taylor, both 20 minutes before the women.
Come on, man. And he gave him some sisters. What is going on here? And he look like a white man. He better not be no white man, but oh my. That man said he'll be having a good night.
Are accused of killing him.
Now imagine one of the best nights of your life turning into a nightmare.
Yeah.
And the kinky threesome that you had planned ends up becoming an investigation
Kinky
to figure out
ass.
who murdered you. You see, you think you're about to have one of the best nights ever with a couple bad bitches. You were in Vegas and meet them downstairs in the hotel lobby. And these 2 beautiful women tell you that they want to go back to your room. I mean, just look at the smile on my guy's face. You can't tell me he didn't think that he was about to get some ass. I'm just saying. But unfortunately for him, these 2 ladies had other plans. And now his loved ones are trying to deal with losing him as the police try to put together who these women were and why they were seen running out of his hotel room after being the last one to be seen with him alive. Well, this is the story of Brian Altamirano Solano. The 2 suspects are Erica Covington and Ariana Taylor. Both just 20 years old, and while they look innocent, this is 2023, and like most criminals these days, Instagram got them caught up, and they were able to use their Instagram to figure out who they were, where they were that night, what they had on, to find the evidence that they used against them, and where they were hiding out.
They don't care if we know where they are.
So again, people, if you're going to do crime, stay off of Instagram. It just don't work. I just keep showing you, it don't work. But we are going to get to their full story, the footage, because we have a lot of it that links them to the murder and how the police was able to, in the crazy way the police used Instagram to track them down and then solve this threesome going wrong. But before we get to that, I am Joe Stone, and this is the Church of Joe Stone podcast, where we find the most provocative and shocking news and take it to church. Make sure you subscribe, because this is a doozy. Now, our story centers around 25-year-old Brian Altamirano Solano, a man who was seeking asylum all the way from Nicaragua in pursuit of what I'm pretty sure was a better life. Well, that didn't last long for poor Brian, because little did he know his life was about to take a tragic turn. In room 534 of the world-renowned Caesar's Palace Hotel, a place that's known for luxury, not murder. But this brings us to 2 cousins, Erica Covington and Ariana Taylor. The 2 cousins I think Brian thought that he was gonna score a hot night with, because apparently he didn't give a damn if they was real sisters. But back to the story. On May 14th, Brian found himself in the company of the 2 young women, Erica and Ariana. Caesar's Palace surveillance cameras caught the 3 individuals talking in the valet area around 2:14 a.m. The camera recorded the trio walking and even laughing in a hallway around 2:36 a.m. on their way up to Altamirano Solano's room. 534 where things would eventually get crazy, and but this is where another twist comes out of nowhere and throws this story in another direction, and investigators had to navigate this, and it's an important detail. The room Brian was staying in was registered to another woman, a mysterious woman who was apparently involved with Altamirano Solano, but left the hotel around 1:30 a.m. that same night. Apparently, she met him on a texting app and arranged to meet for a steamy rendezvous at the hotel, and that's where she left at 1:30. And I guess Mr. Solano thought he was not done and was looking to have some more proper Vegas fun, and unfortunately, taking things a step too far may have been what got him killed, because it seems like he had scheduled one hookup, and when that one was over, he thought that he might have came up on a second one downstairs with 2 more women. But unfortunately, when things are too good to be true, they usually are. Because back to the story again, the surveillance footage caught their meeting and showed them going to the room with Mr. Solano. At 2:36 a.m., the doors to Solano's room closed with him and the young ladies inside of it. Now, what happened behind those doors and what led to this seemingly happenstance hookup turning into a deadly crime? And how did the police figure it all out? Well, I got you. Now, you remember that bag that Brian had that he was wearing when he was walking down the hall across his chest? Well, by 2:40 10:48 a.m., less than a quarter of an hour later, Covington and Taylor were seen running out of the hotel room, and guess what they had? Well, Mr. Bryan's bag. Seems like they had robbed him on the way out. And Mr. Solano, well, that would be the last time he was seen, and he would remain in room 534 with his life cut short with a single gunshot wound to the chest. But as the women ran out of the hotel room, no one knew at that point that he had been unalive. They eventually went downstairs with Mr. Milano's bag, took off, and then allegedly were seen hopping into a stolen white sedan and then disappearing into the Las Vegas night. It was not until 11:15 a.m. that housekeeping would discover Mr. Milano's body, and this is where the police would come in and start trying to figure out exactly what happened. Who were these women that were caught on camera leaving his room? Obviously the last ones to see him alive, because he never is alive, because they run out and he has a bot, and they have evidence that no one else entered the room. So now they're looking for these young ladies, and well, again, this is where the story gets crazy, because with the two women caught on camera, it was up to police to figure out what happened and who did it. And again, this is where things get wild, because just 5 days before leaving Bryan's body in that hotel room,
I ultimately want to know why they did it. Why they unalive, bro? Why they unalive him, bro? What, like they must be trying to get some cool points or something, like to be in a group or something, or what is that, like, what was their reasoning though?
Taylor gave her number to police officers willingly as a part of a domestic violence case that she was involved in. They then were able to, once the investigation started, to pull up her social media accounts, including her Instagram that gave them a play-by-play of the night that they were with Bryan. One Instagram video showed Taylor wearing the same clothes she wore on that night and posting her outfits with her cousin before they met up with Mr. Bryan. And then they were able to find Miss Taylor through, of course, Miss Covington's Instagram, which led them to her. And then also more Instagram posts of them being even tagged at the same location as the hotel. So you can't say that's not you, because we got your face, your clothes, and your location from Instagram. You supplied it all to police. Thank you. You made their job super easy. Y'all in one place, real easy to find. But this innocent check-in on Instagram at Caesar's Palace wouldn't be the only slip up. And we're gonna keep going, because with them making it so easy, they were 2 days later, May 17th, being arrested by police, where they found more evidence at their hideout, which was an apartment on Simon Street, where the police unearthed a treasure trove of evidence. Not only did they get their clothes, which I'm sure has crucial evidence on it as well, like why wouldn't you get rid of your clothes? I don't know what's going on here, it's been days. And not only does that match all the footage but in the post, but also a Glock handgun magazine that matched the same type of bullet that was used to take Bryan's life, allegedly. Apparently, this dynamic duo had unintentionally laid out a breadcrumb trail leading them straight to their doorstep. And you would think that after all of this evidence had been shown to them, that these ladies would just make it easy on themselves and give it all up. That's not what happened. In another twist, or maybe not so twisty, both women initially denied any involvement. Covington, even when she was shown the video evidence, admitted to being at Caesars with the victim, but fell silent on the details. Taylor, on the other hand, had a whole nother crazy story that makes even less sense, claiming to have a bad memory and not remember nothing that happened 3 days ago because she due to a bad car accident. And even when they pressed her about it and showed her her video and images of her at the crime scene, she told police to do their job. So I guess that's what they're doing. Which is even crazier when you factor in that police were able to pull explicit videos shot that night with Bryan in the room with these young ladies of them performing all types of acts. According to police, they found these videos and still neither one of them could remember anything. So now they are still in police custody and facing trial for the murder of young Bryan. And we can only hope that he gets justice. We will keep you updated as the story evolves and we get more information if you guys are interested in that. But let me know what you think happened in the comments. Do you think that this is an open and shut case? Do you think that these women obviously were the killers? Do you think that this mystery woman should be looked into? Do you think this was some type of setup? They happened to be at the hotel. They robbed him for probably no money, because I'm pretty sure the guy wasn't rich, and then allegedly happened in a stolen vehicle? Like, what? Why did they have a stolen car? Did somebody pick them? Like, what happened? So there's a lot of questions regarding this case that I'm looking forward to see how it develops and what actually happens. But again, guys, look, if we don't learn anything from any of this, if you're going to commit crimes, stay off the internet. I am Joe Stone.
Right, stop the internet. But I just want to know what ultimately made them do it, bro. Like, what was it, bro? You went in there, you did all that nasty, freaky mess, and then you unalive, bro. Rob them, but for what though? What was your reasoning for it? But y'all feel me? It's your boy CristoReacts out.
And I need me to do. If I ain't get paid, I ain't doing the show. Shit, I'm finna.